Lower body training when your knee pain is at such an extent that bending the knees even hurts, which means your leg press, squats, and any variation of that is just off the table, it can be incredibly limiting. However, there are some exercises that we can conduct that will still get lower body engagement without bending that knee. First up, we have the cable hip extension. So for this, find a ankle strap attached to a cable system. Find something to brace yourself against, if you can do so. From there, just drag the leg forward and coming back. Keeping the leg nice and straight throughout the movement. It's going to be a good exercise variation to get a bit of activation to that quad when the knee's playing up to the point that it can't bend. Next up, to hit those hamstrings, you can use a Romanian deadlift. So for this, those legs stay relatively straight with a slight bend. It's all about hinging at those hips coming down. Feel it stretching the back of the legs and straightening back up. Once again, as you're doing this, the knee doesn't have to bend. You're getting a lot of activation to those hamstrings and glutes for that matter. Now, with exercises like this, you don't want to be chasing too much of a heavy load. Quite often, depending on how the knees are feeling, heavy load for this could increase the weight bearing on those knees, so be very careful when you're selecting the weight for this. If anything, go for slightly higher repetitions, around that 14 to even 20 repetition range. Get a good activation of those hamstrings without putting too much pressure onto those knees. The next exercise we're going to look at is to target those calves. Now this can be done in a leg press, or if your gym has a standing calf raise machine. Both serve the same purpose. So all we do, if you're on a leg press, driving the platform up, just drop those heels down, push the balls of the feet away, activate those calves. Drop them down, feeling that stretch, and driving away now. Once again, this is actually quite a powerful exercise, so be careful of the load you're applying to it, depending on how those knees feel. Potentially with the load you can apply to this, those knees might feel a bit of pressure. So, once again, drop the load back, look for higher repetitions, even up to that 20 repetition range, and go from there. These aren't the only exercises you can do to help work around that knee pain. However, there's some good go-to exercises if your knee's playing up to the point where even bending it hurts. But always remember, especially if the knee's playing up to this extent, make sure you get it checked out by a professional. And make sure that it's actually safe to conduct resistance training based on how that knee's feeling. However, these are some very good exercises that you can bring into your training to help work around that knee pain while still trying to strengthen all the muscles that cross over the knee joint to try and add additional protection to that knee.